Listen, I know you're my big sister and all, but I just gotta come right out and say this. What are you thinking, getting married to a loser like him? He never even finished high school. Sorry, but my husband and I are far too elite to be hanging around someone like him, so I'm afraid we won't be coming to your wedding.
Wow, Luna. I have to say, I'm impressed. I've always known that you were a snotty, pompous, self-absorbed narcissist. But it takes nerves of steel and a heart of stone to be able to say something like that so openly.
Heart of stone? Come on! I'm just telling it like it is. Oh my god, I will never forget the day when you introduced us. That was literally torture. The fact that I was breathing the same air as some of the lowest dregs of society was simply nauseating.
Stop talking about my fiancé like that, Luna. Tristan is a kind, hardworking, responsible man, and I love him. You have no right to trash talk him just because he dropped out of high school.
This is the worst thing that's ever happened to me. A high school dropout for a brother-in-law? This is a total nightmare. Like, what good qualities does he have anyway? Even his name is lame. I mean, seriously, Tristan. Who names their kid that?
Okay, now you're just being ridiculous. You'd feel the same way about him no matter what his name was.
Oh, you think that I'm the ridiculous one here? My husband and I both graduated from prestigious universities and we're both working at prestigious companies. Everyone with a brain in their skull should strive to turn out exactly like we did.
I think most people would pass on having their personality turn out like yours. You might think that education and social status are all that matters in a marriage, but I'm not like you.
Oh no, you've got me all wrong. I don't think that education and social status are all that matters. It's just that education and status tell me literally everything that I could want to know about a person.
So you're saying that you can tell a person's character by their diploma and social circle, is that right? Give me a break! Don't you have any idea how many highly educated psychopaths and mass murderers there are? On the other hand, there are plenty of people who were born in extreme poverty that turned out incredibly successful.
Yeah, and sometimes people win the lottery too. I wouldn't spend my life savings on lotto tickets though. And that's what you're about to do with Tristan. Spend your life on a losing lottery ticket.
There is nothing, not one thing about Tristan that would lead anyone to think he was a losing lottery ticket. I mean, if anything, I'd say Tristan is a grand prize winner.
If a high school dropout is the grand prize, that's no contest I'd want to enter. I don't know, he has lived past 30. I guess that's pretty good for a societal reject like him.
What is your problem, Luna? Why are you so determined to belittle Tristan like this? I'm getting really sick and tired of this attitude of yours.
You want to know what makes me sick? The fact that you would dare to bring a pathetic, miserable high school dropout loser into our family. I'll bet Dad is thinking about disowning you as we speak.
As a matter of fact, Dad knows Tristan very well, and he's given his enthusiastic blessing to our marriage. Think back to the time I first took him to our parents' house, Luna. Did Dad seem upset or sad at all when he met Tristan?
Yeah, that's what's called being disgusted beyond words. He's so thoroughly disappointed in you that he can't even bring himself to give you a piece of his mind anymore. That's all he's doing. He's basically saying, go ahead, throw your life away, see if I care.
You have an incredibly vivid imagination, Luna. But no, you're wrong. That's not the way Dad feels at all. He's fully supporting all of our marriage, and he's very impressed by Tristan.
Oh, I'll bet he's impressed, all right. He's impressed that a high school dropout can get himself dressed and tie his own shoes. Did he put a gold sticker on Tristan's report card? Oh, I'll bet he's impressed, all right. I know it's unbelievable. You've achieved a modicum of success, Mary. You're a talented businesswoman. So it's hard to believe that after making so many good choices in your life so far, you would make such a colossal mistake in choosing a husband.
That's it. I'm done with this conversation. You don't want to come to the wedding? Fine. You don't have to come. Actually, you know what? You're not allowed to come. You're banned from my wedding, Luna.
You can't ban me from something I was never going to in the first place. Actually, I'm banning you from ever talking to me again. You're not my sister anymore.
I'm just fine with that. Screw you, Luna. Luna, what are you doing at my wedding? I thought we were both clear that we never wanted to see each other again.
Yeah, well, I was bored, so I thought I'd stop by to see the show. After After all, it's not every day I get to see the very moment an idiot dooms herself to a lifetime of misery. I've got a drink, plenty of popcorn, and I am ready for some grade A entertainment.
Seriously, how are you so committed to being the worst kind of person possible? Well, I hate to disappoint you, but there's not going to be any show, so just go back home. I don't want you here on what is supposed to be the happiest day of my life.
Sorry, Mary, but I've already taken my seat, so there's no turning back now. And for real, I'm your sister, Mary. What kind of monster kicks her own little sister out of her wedding? You're gonna make me cry, Mary.
All right, you're not worth the trouble, and kicking you out would only cause a scene. You can stay, but keep your head down. Don't cause any trouble. Got it? There are a lot of important guests here today, including some of my business partners.
Oh, heaven forbid, Mary. I would never intentionally try to do any damage to your company. But I think you ought to keep in mind that you are the one who made the decision to marry that loser. That means that you need to be prepared to face the consequences of that, whatever they may be.
And what is that supposed to mean exactly?
Oh, nothing in particular. Anyway, you go ahead and get ready. The show is about to begin.
Luna, what did you do to Tristan?
Excuse me, what did I do to Tristan? How about what Tristan did to me? I was just walking along minding my own business when he came and bumped into me. It's not my fault that the wine glass I just so happened to be holding spilled all over his tuxedo. Tell him he needs to look where he's going next time.
I don't believe you, Luna. This is too much, even for you.
I don't see what you're so upset about. This is the best possible thing that could have happened. The wedding got put on pause. That means you've got one final chance to sit down and think about your future. If you marry a filthy, ignorant, uneducated high school dropout, you'll have an entire lifetime of misery to look forward to.
I've already thought more than enough. I know that Tristan is the only man in the world that I want to marry. I love him, he loves me, and we both want to spend the rest of our lives together.
Wake up, Mary! You have a master's degree in business and you're running your own successful company. You could have any man out there that you wanted. You don't need to settle for someone like Tristan. If you go to him right now and break up with him, then I'll forgive your past indiscretions, and we can go back to being sisters again.
I don't need any sister who would try to break up my wedding. Leave me alone, Luna. I don't want you in my life anymore.
Unreal. Just unreal. Whatever. Go ahead and marry that loser. I hope you're happy with him. Oh, and be careful not to bump into me while I'm on my way out, will you? You wouldn't want to spill a glass of red wine on your lovely white wedding dress.
Luna! You mean to tell me you didn't know?
Huh? Dad? Why are you texting me all of a sudden?
I heard that the wedding was getting put on hold, so I came to check in on Mary and see how she was doing. Then she showed me the conversation that you were just having with her. I have to say, as a father, it's extremely troubling to see one of my daughters speak to the other so horribly.
Oh, good grief. She tattled on me. What a whiny, spoiled brat. Whatever. Our conversation is none of your business. But what's the deal? What didn't I know?
I'm talking about Tristan. Just who do you think he is, Luna?
Who do I think he is? He's nobody. He's just some high school dropout loser, nothing more. I don't want my sister marrying a guy like him. And what's wrong with you, Dad? Don't you feel the same way? Shouldn't you want a better husband for your daughter?
Luna, what's gotten into you? How can you say that about Tristan? Is that really what you think he is? Just some high school dropout nobody?
Duh, yeah? He is just some high school dropout nobody. Are you being serious? Honestly, I feel like I'm going insane over here. You could not seriously be okay with Mary marrying a guy like him. All it's going to do is ruin her image, and she'll be lucky if that's the only thing that happens to her. Uneducated guys like Tristan are massive cheaters, not to mention he'll probably abuse her at some point. It's almost like I'm the only one in this family who actually cares about Mary's future, including Mary herself.
I don't believe how prejudiced you are. Really, Luna, I'm disappointed in you. I didn't raise you to say such things about people. If you were so concerned about Mary getting married to Tristan, why haven't you raised your concerns before now? It's their wedding day!
I did raise my concerns, Dad. I told Mary time after time after time what a huge mistake she was making. But I saw the way you were being all casual and relaxed when Tristan came to the house to meet you, so I figured that he had just given up hope for her. After that, I thought for sure that there was no way for me to save her anymore.
That doesn't make a single bit of sense! What are you talking about? I was casual and relaxed when I met Tristan, and you thought that meant that I was fed up with Mary? You didn't think it simply meant that I enjoyed Tristan's company and trusted him?
Oh, come on, get real! There's no way you would trust him. But regardless of how you think, I cannot sit back and allow my own sister to get married to a loser! I cannot go the rest of my life knowing that I'm related to someone who's so stupid that they couldn't even finish high school.
Tristan was just elected as the chairman of the board of directors for the Viral Techs Group.
Huh? The Viral Techs Group? The single biggest industrial conglomerate in the entire state? That Viral Techs Group? You have to be joking!
I'm not joking, that's exactly what I'm saying. And no, let me get ahead of you and say that he did not get that position because of connections or any kind of nepotism. He's the very definition of a self-made man. He worked his way up through sheer talent and force of will. And the result is becoming the board chairman for a major conglomerate in his mid-30s. He's quite possibly the greatest business mind in a century.
Oh my god! You mean you're serious? Why didn't you ever tell me about who he was?
I thought that you knew! Then again, I suppose this is a relatively recent development, so perhaps it's not unusual for you to be in the dark.
No way! So that's why all those big shots from Viral Techs were at the wedding today. And hey, hold on. You mean to tell me that I just spilled a glass of wine on the most powerful businessman in the state?
Tristan came from a poor family. His father worked in one of the factories that is now a part of the Viral Techs Group network. He had nothing. No money, no connections, nothing but his own determination to succeed. And succeed he did, and you've been going around calling him a loser.
What was I supposed to say? That's all that I knew about him. Oh my god, this is bad. Very bad. I gotta go find him and apologize. Mary, where is Tristan right now? I need to apologize to him as soon as possible. Could you give me his phone number so I can call him?
I'm sorry, he stepped out for a moment. His tuxedo had wine spilled all over it, so now he needs a new one. But anyway, regarding Tristan, you're never going to speak to him again.
Come on, Mary, don't be that way. I was really rude to him. You have to give me a chance to properly apologize.
I don't have to give you anything, and I won't. Seriously, who do you think you are, Luna? You said it yourself. You and I aren't sisters anymore. That means you and Tristan are no different than perfect strangers.
Yeah, I know that. All I'm saying is that I want a chance to apologize to him. Please, Mary, I'm begging you.
Let me take a step in the dark at what's going on here. You found out that Tristan was elected as the chairman of the board of directors for the Viral Techs Group, didn't you? You've always had a penchant for sucking up to people in powerful positions, so that would explain your sudden change of heart.
Hey, don't act like it's my fault that I didn't know. He's your fiancé, and I'm your sister. You should have told me about him. If you told me who he really was, I never would have done any of the stuff I did.
It's not like it's public information. They haven't even made the official announcement yet. I'm not at liberty to discuss it. And once again, I'm nothing like you, Luna. I love Tristan for who he is as a person. It wouldn't matter what he did for a living. He could have been a garbage collector and I'd still marry him.
Yeah, right. Don't give me that. You're only saying that because you knew he was rich and powerful all along. You wouldn't have been so into him if he really were a garbage collector. But that's beside the point. Give me his phone number so I can call and apologize.
I've already made up my mind, Luna. You're not going to talk to him. And this isn't just me talking. He isn't interested in speaking with you either. And really, can you blame him? Who would want to spend one precious second of their own time talking to someone who called them loser, pathetic, stupid, and so on? Even worse, you did a complete 180 once you found out that he was relatively wealthy and influential.
That's not fair. I deserve a chance to make amends.
Oh, well, then you're in luck. The stains in his tuxedo won't come out, so you're going to have to pay for a new one. It was made by one of the most famous tuxedo designers in Paris, and it cost him $30,000. You won't have any trouble with that, will you?
30,000?
After all, you and your husband are both graduates from prestigious universities, and you work in prestigious companies, too. You're regular elites. I'll bet half the clothes in your wardrobe are worth $30,000. I'll go ahead and have our attorney draw up a bill for the tuxedo. I hope you'll pay up soon.
Not a chance! $30,000 for a tuxedo? Yeah, right. No tuxedos cost that much.
If you'd like, we can have the designer send along a copy of the invoice from when Tristan bought it, and if you still won't pay up, then we'll just have to take you to court. I hope you'll spare us the trouble, though.
Hold on. What's going on with you, Mary? You're acting awfully ruthless. Like, you've never behaved this way around me before. You're usually way more soft-spoken and conciliatory.
Yeah, well, that all went out the window when you started being a jerk to my fiancé. I'm not a saint, Luna. I have my limits.
Oh, no. Dad, please, you've got to help me. Mary's not listening to a word I say.
I know. I've been sitting next to her this whole time, and I've taken the liberty of observing your conversation. It seems Mary won't be dissuaded from her current course of action.
Right? She's going way too far. I mean, you saw what I said, right? All I said was that I wanted a chance to apologize. You see where I'm coming from, right, Dad?
Well, I can't say I've ever been in a position like yours, so it's hard to say for sure. But I do know that you ruined Tristan's $30,000 tuxedo. Not only that, you did something incredibly embarrassing to him in front of many of the board members of the Viral Text group. Image is everything in business, Luna, but I shouldn't have to tell you that. I suppose if I were in your position, the first thing I would do is get down on my knees and offer an unconditional apology, regardless of if I were actually sorry or not. So I suppose I can understand where you're coming from, yes.
Dad?
I've heard all about how you've been acting toward Mary, Luna. She told me everything. I hate to say it, but it seems like this is a good old-fashioned case of, as the kids say these days, effing around and finding out. No apology at all is better than an insincere one, so my recommendation for you would be to just drop the issue entirely.
But Dad, I am sorry. I am sincere about wanting to apologize. I genuinely feel bad for what I did. I know it was wrong to do and say all that stuff. I'm fully prepared to get on my knees and beg for forgiveness.
Is that so? Then let me ask you a question. If Tristan weren't the next board chairman for the Viral Text group, would you be this eager for a chance to apologize?
Well...
If he were what you thought he was, just some loser high school dropout with no noteworthy accomplishments to his name, what then? Would you still get on your knees and beg for his forgiveness?
I mean, I don't know if that were the case. I guess I don't really see the need to apologize. Since if he wasn't a big shot or anything, no one would be getting this upset at me.
My goodness gracious, Luna, to think that you had such a warped sense of morality. It's terrifying, to be quite honest.
What? I don't get it. What was wrong with my answer? Was that some sort of trick question?
It shouldn't be, for someone with common decency. It doesn't matter whether a person is rich or poor, famous or anonymous. No one deserves to be insulted or have wine thrown on them. Don't you get that, Luna? Social status is completely meaningless. This is just plain human dignity that we're talking about. You really don't understand that?
Well, yeah, I understand that much. But, I mean, I bet Tristan was enjoying it the whole time. Like, just think about it. He was probably thinking, I went from being dirt poor to being one of the wealthiest businessmen around, but this woman's calling me an idiot.
Once again, it wouldn't matter if that were how he really felt. Nothing changes the fact that you talked terribly about him and threw that glass of wine on him. I'll bet plenty of people out there have the same prejudiced, ignorant thoughts that you do, but most of those people have enough sense to keep their mouths shut.
What is wrong with everyone today? Not even you will listen to my side of the story. Well, that does it. You leave me no choice. I'm gonna have to pull out my ultimate weapon.
Good grief, Luna! Ultimate weapon? What are you talking about?
Well, Mary, what do you think of the picture I just sent you? You can get a clear look at his face. This is Travis, isn't it?
I mean, yeah, it is, but what of it?
And you can see that he's walking into a hotel with a woman, isn't he? Isn't that something? Barely 1 month has passed since you two were married, and he's already doing a thing like this.
How did you get this picture?
How do you think I got it? I took it myself. You can have it checked out by an expert if you want. I didn't modify it in any way whatsoever. This is a 100% genuine picture of Tristan going into a hotel with another woman.
I see. And what is it that you want, Luna?
I want an apology from both you and Tristan.
Or else?
Or else, I'm gonna make sure this picture is on the front page of every single newspaper in the state tomorrow. Thanks to you losers, all sorts of nasty rumors have started spreading about me. Even people in my company are looking at me funny. It's torture going into the office every morning. And worse, I had a big blowout fight with my husband, and now he's telling me I need to find another place to stay for a while.
I see. All of that is your own fault, though.
Shut up! No, it's not! I'm getting shunned by my own colleagues, and it's all your fault! You have trashed my reputation, and I can't take it anymore! Oh, and one more thing. I want the $30,000 I paid you for Tristan's stupid tuxedo back!
Oh, Luna. I had no idea that you were capable of stooping so low. It's pretty sad to watch, speaking as your older sister.
Ha! You think I'm the one you need to be scolding right now? What about your husband, huh? He's going into hotels with other women right after marrying you.
You're not the one who took that picture, are you, Luna?
What? Give it up already! I told you I took the picture! How else would I have it in my phone?
The woman in this picture is pretty obviously you wearing a wig.
What?
So, unless you were remotely controlling that camera, there's no way you could have taken it.
What makes you think that's me in the picture? You can't even see the face. There's no way you could say for sure that it's me.
Why don't you go ahead and watch this video?
No. How? I don't understand.
Let's sum up what we just saw, shall we? You were trying to get some fake evidence that Tristan was having an affair. So you saw him walking by the doorway of this hotel, then ran up to him and hugged him. After that, you pulled on his arm to make it look like the two of you were going into the hotel. Did I miss anything?
This doesn't make any sense.
I have to hand it to you. It wasn't a bad idea, and you pulled it off well. A picture like this could definitely make a woman suspicious of her husband.
What's going on? Why do you have that video? How did you get that video?
I could smell your plot coming from a mile away. You were obviously plotting revenge, so we had one of Tristan's security guards keep a rolling camera on him at all times. So we have the whole thing on tape. It was unintentional, but the video even shows the place in the bushes you were hiding while waiting for Tristan to walk by. Pictures say 1,000 words, but I'd say this video says quite a bit more, wouldn't you?
This can't be happening.
If this video gets out, then it's safe to say that your public life is over. There's no defending you after seeing this.
No way. You can't do that. Please. I'm begging you, Mary. Don't show anyone else that video. Delete it.
Not a chance. There is no reason for me to hold back on you anymore. I'm mad, Luna. Really mad. Even madder than I was when you tried to ruin my wedding. I'm not going to let you get away with this.
For the love of God, Mary, you have to delete that video. I'm sorry for everything. I'll do anything you ask. My husband is furious at me. He won't even talk to me anymore. I have nowhere else to go, no one left to turn to. So please, if you do this, then I won't be able to show my face in public again.
Your husband isn't the only one who's furious at you. Even Dad has had enough of your nonsense. It's a shame, too. Dad held out hope that you would turn your life around until the very end. He knew that you had made mistakes, and some very bad ones at that, but he still believed that you could see the error of your ways. And he's been trying to reach out to you all this time, but you've been ignoring his calls and texts.
But I thought that he was on your side. I figured he was just gonna give me another obnoxious lecture or something.
He was extending a helping hand, Luna. He was trying to rescue you from the downward spiral that you're on. I can't believe you didn't even understand that your own father was reaching out to you out of love. There's no hope left for you, Luna. You're finished. You just lost the last ally you had.
Wait! Okay, I get it. I was wrong. I really, truly, genuinely, seriously regret doing all that stuff. So come on, Mary. I'm begging you. Do not show that video to anyone else, okay? Especially not Dad.
Sorry, Luna, but unfortunately for you, I'm not as forgiving of a person as Dad is. This time's for real. I'm cutting all ties with you. You're nothing to me anymore. After all, my husband and I are far too elite to be seen hanging around with a loser like you. Even after her talk about truly, genuinely regretting what she did, Luna sent that picture to all the local tabloids anyway. However, Tristan and I were prepared for this. We had our lawyers go to all the local papers, showed them the evidence that Luna had set up the entire thing, and threatened them with 8-figure lawsuits if they even thought about publishing that picture. Then we held our own press conference, during which we played the video showing Luna running up and grabbing Tristan, and explained her plot. The result was that Luna's reputation officially hit rock bottom. She's completely stopped going into work, and I understand they're likely going to fire her soon. It's astonishing, really. She had to know we weren't going to let her get away with defaming Tristan. And yet, she went ahead and tried to do it anyway. I guess it must have been a last-ditch Hail Mary. But again, all she accomplished was making the situation even worse for herself. Even my dad, ordinarily the most loving, forgiving man on the face of the earth, is done with her. I talked to him the other day, and he said that leaving her to fend for herself is probably the best thing that he can do for Luna. She's gotten by this far in life thinking that her academic achievements and social status will allow her to get away with anything, and now she's going to learn the hard way that the world is not such a simple place. I'm not sure where she is now, or what she's doing. Whatever her current situation may be, I sure hope that she's taking this opportunity to examine herself and make some much-needed changes. As for Tristan and myself, we're just as happy as we've always been. Tristan officially took his position as the board chairman of the Viral Text group a few weeks ago. Newspapers across the country and the entire world have been writing stories left and right about Tristan and his rags to riches story. This just goes to show you that education and status really aren't all they're cracked up to be. What really matters is having dedication, talent, and, most importantly, humanity.